go to hell! What is going on, you guys? It's Extreme here, and I am back with another episode of my Road to Max Prestige. And today, I have absolutely no clue what we're going to talk about. I'm literally flying off the top of my head on this one because I am fucking exhausted. And part of this is due, in fact, simply because I just haven't been sleeping well. Why have I not been sleeping well? Well, I don't know. I honestly don't. I don't have really anything on my mind. I know a part of it was due to the fact that, watching my brother's kids, I would stay up way too fucking late. And that fucked with my sleep pattern, which in turn, now I'm fucking like... Well, okay, I'm not really snoring. Or cartoon snoring. I don't know anyone who actually does that, by the way. I know people who like... they do that kind of snoring. I know that. I can replicate that real easy, like. But I've never heard anyone go... Like, who the fuck actually does that? I mean, my dad, oh my god. Oh, my dad for many motherfucking years. That man would snore so loud. It sounded like... Well, I don't know how to describe it, but let's just put it this way. I would sleep with earplugs in. He snored loudly. I don't know how my mom slept through it, my brothers. No, me, fucking hey, dad's asleep. Fuck. Dad. What? You're snoring really loud. Oh, okay. Lay back down. As my phone beeps telling me the battery's dying. But it's just this weird thing. Like, my dad, he would snore so loud. And I actually found out from my ex that I snore really, I snore pretty loud as well. And I kind of have an idea. I know what it is that causes me to snore. I know why it causes my dad to snore, but I don't know why it causes me to snore. I think it's because I may have developed sleep apnea. I highly doubt it, though. But I don't know. Anyways, so my dad, I don't know how he corrected it, but you can't tell if he's asleep anymore. I mean, you used to know. Like, he would be snoring so goddamn loud. It's like, oh, fuck, dad's asleep. All right, well, I can get away with murder now. Now, shit, is dad asleep or is dad awake? It's like, fuck. 32 years old. You guys know I live with my dad. I take care of him and my youngest brother. I have to go up to him sometimes and check that he's breathing because I'm so used, 30, well, not 30 years. It's like 20 plus years old, well, over 26 years of my life. The man snored. And then one day, all of a sudden, no more snoring. And I'm like, all right, shit, now I gotta make sure he's alive. And I'm not even joking. Like, I got so used to my dad snoring that him not snoring freaks me the fuck out. So, but yeah, and speaking of my dad and weird habits he has regarding sleeping. As I've told you guys before, my dad is retired Navy. Oh shit, excuse me. And he would tell me stories of how when he was on the ships, he would he'd fall asleep standing up on duty, on watch. And I'd sit there and I'd be like, how do you do that? He goes, I don't know, it's a talent I picked up. For many years, I kind of just believed him. I was like, all right, whatever, Pop. Oh, yeah, okay, you really fall asleep standing up. So, we used to live in these apartments, not the ones we live in now. We lived in a different set of apartments in a different part of San Diego. And this was back when I used to smoke. This was several years ago. I go outside. It's about, I'd say 7 in the morning. I have no idea why I was up that early. Seriously, back then, I normally didn't get up before, I don't know, noon. But I went outside to smoke a cigarette. And I'm walking out there and I'm just like, da-da-da-da-da, fucking A. I get to the door and there's my dad. And I'm like, what the fuck? Why is my dad standing at the door? Huh. I go up to the door, I open it. Pop. I'm thinking he's ignoring me. No, he's standing there, quiet, eyes open, just staring at the call box. And I'm like, what the fuck? What was wrong with this man? So I tap him. Doesn't really move. He kind of just lurches to one side, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like, okay, Dad? And I shake him, and he's like, what? You gonna go inside? Did you just get home? No, I've been home a while. And just closes his eyes and falls right back asleep. I'm not bullshitting you guys. My dad, no bullshit, falls asleep standing up. He still does it to this day. I remember he and I were, where were we? I don't remember. This is recently, okay? But yeah, that's the story. My dad was asleep, standing up. It's like easily fucking 50 degrees outside, which isn't that cold, but for San Diego, that's kind of cold. And he's standing out there, just standing, eyes wide open, blinking on top of that. Fast to fucking sleep. And he wasn't faking it. He was dead to the world. He got home at about 4 in the morning and just fell asleep standing there. Me walking out 3 hours later and shaking him woke him up. My neighbors walked past him and he just stood there staring at the box like he was waiting for something. And nobody thought the wiser of it. One of my neighbors that I was friends with even told me, he's like, yeah, I saw your dad this morning. He was just standing there. I was like, what the fuck? All right, whatever. Walked right past him. He didn't say a word. I was like, all right, fuck you too. I was like, yeah, I did not, dude. He was dead of the world. What do you mean dead of the world? He was asleep. What? How's that fucking possible? I don't know. But he did it again, and this was recently. And I don't remember where we were, but I know that we were in line, and we had been in line for a while, and my dad just kind of sitting there, well, he was standing, and actually he was leaning up against the wall. So, to be fair, this time around he wasn't standing vertically. The previous time, straight up, like there was nothing holding him up. He literally, under his own physical ability, is standing on his own 2 feet, not holding onto the box, standing straight up, staring at it, blinking. Like, that's fucking freaky, dude. And that's my dad, though. But recently he did it again, and I remember I'm standing there going, all right, you know, so the line's gonna start moving soon, so we better, you know, should probably get up, pick up our stuff and get ready to go. And I go, Dad, you gonna grab your stuff? No answer. His eyes are open, he's blinking, but I notice real quick, like, oh, son of a bitch, he's asleep. So I shake him, and he looks at me like, what? I'm like, Dad, did you just fall asleep again? No. God damn it, Pop. And he just kind of chuckles like, yeah, sorry. Got bored. Took a nap. I'm like, how the fuck do you do that? He goes, I don't know. Just do it. And he's not kidding. He doesn't do it intentionally. The man has this ability, literally, drop of a dime, out like a light. My whole life he's done this. I want that talent, man. He could be stressed to no end about everything. And he could just come home, put his head on a pillow, and gone. Just like that. He'll do it tonight. I guarantee you. It's 9:10 at night. My father will come home. He will get in his bed. He will just lay down. Lights on, music blaring. Fucking, we live next to a restaurant. I've told you guys this before. It's a common establishment, okay? It's a chain, all right? It's fucking Denny's, all right? Fuck it. I live near a Denny's. And every night, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we have some douchebag that'll roll up and start blaring their music. I can sleep through it to a point. But there have been occasions where the music is just, oh my God, I'm gonna kill someone. It's that loud. Like, it'll wake me up because it's shaking my fucking room. My father? I'll ask him about it the next day. What? Oh, I didn't hear any of that. Did you feel it? I was asleep. How the fuck do you do that? He can sleep through earthquakes. We live in California. A couple years ago, we had a pretty bad earthquake, right? Really, not bad, but decent. Motherfucker slept right through it like nothing. Well, I do the same thing. But the fucking hilarious part is, something fell on my dad. It wasn't anything heavy or anything bad, but that would have woken even me up. This man slept right through the whole thing. I went out there and I saw that this little tower thing, tiny little piece of shit had fallen over and landed on him. Didn't hurt him, but it's just sitting there, and I'm like, how the fuck, dude? I want that ability. So that's the moral of the story here is, if you have the ability to sleep anywhere at any time for any fucking reason, and if you can sleep through anything, I envy you. Seriously, no bullshit. I fucking envy you. I try to take a nap every now and again when I watch my brother's kids, if all of them are calm and I can maybe get them all conscious for like 20 minutes. That sounds really horrible when I put it like that, but no, if I can get the kids to take a nap, it's a rarity that I get all the kids to take a nap. But if I can get them all to take a nap for a little bit, I'll try to take one. I hear my nephew or my youngest niece just mouth a sound, just instantly I'm awake. It's like, God damn it. And yeah, so I don't know where this is going, but I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will be back telling you guys more stories tomorrow as this gameplay is about to end. 36-16, spent, I would say, a decent amount of this match running around. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'll be back tomorrow, like I said, with another one. And for those of you that are new around here, every day at 8 a.m. Pacific time, new episodes of this series do go live. So stick around. If you enjoyed, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys again very soon. Till next time, adios. So that officially 100% stated and out of the way. This next week, I'm going to be doing a bunch of storytime videos, I guess, and I'm going to be telling you guys all kinds of interesting tales from my life. Exactly what, I honestly have no fucking clue yet. I haven't even thought of one video or one thing to talk about. So while I'm busy, if you will, trying to come up with stories to tell you guys, and they're not bullshit stories that I've made up, these are real life stories, it's just there's so much, and some of it I can't really tell you guys. Like, technically, I should never tell you guys about the first time I had sex. Why? Well, let's just